a simple object for isometric projections. Today we are going to solve. This is the object, the front view and side view. Both are given here. Front view and right hand side, which is drawn on left of the front view. In this also you can take. Or we may say this view as front view and left hand side you can say that this as specifically left view. But in this case, I have taken this as front view and right hand side which is drawn on left of the front view. That way. Okay. Yes. So on the left side, left of O, there should be its legs. It should appear on that side. Accordingly, we should see. Some of the dimensions are here to be shown. That is shown here. This I will take it as 40. Diameter of the circular plate. This we can say as a plate, as because it is carrying 20 mm thickness. This is not a sheet. Plate of 20 mm thickness. Diameter of 100 mm. Okay, and it is carrying one square central hole. How one can decide that it is a hole? It's not a projected part. In absence of this front view, one may say that there is a projected part, or we can't predict whether it is a projected part or it is a hole unless and until we construct front view. It's another view. You can't predict. You can't say it as a hole or a projected part. So now, as dash lines are shown in this front view, naturally this is nothing but the square hole. Centrally it has been cut in this plate carrying 20 of thickness. Okay, so overall maximum. What is the first step? It is common for ortho as well as iso. First step is to find out overall maximum length, width and height of the object. So as this is the front view, length is how much? 20 mm. Width is how much? Width is we can get in side view. Width by height. Width is how much? Diameter of the sheet. Diameter of the plate, that is 100. And height, naturally as the diameter is 100 and it is circular one, it is 100. In orthographic views, in last lecture we have seen that all the things which are visible as circular, semicircular or quarter circular in case of orthographic views, those should be converted, those would be converted into full elliptical, quarter elliptical or semi-elliptical in three-dimensional view by only that unique method whatever we have learned during our last session, that is, which is that 4-center method of construction of ellipse. Okay, by that method we are going to construct these or convert these two orthographic views into three-dimensional view. Okay, so let us start with constructing its basic infrastructural requirement, that is horizontal line. After that, vertical line, origin is here. After that, immediately one should get left 30 degree and right 30 degree angle lines passing through the origin point. Okay, so 30 degrees towards right, 30 degrees towards right. Okay, now what is the next step? LWH I have noted down, length, width and height. Here, now one should take care of the origin. Where it is located? Origin is located on the right extreme lower corner of the front. Where it is located? Here it is. So that origin you have to mark here, and accordingly now on the left side of the O, length is mentioned. So left 30 lines should carry the length 20 mm length. By scale only you have to mark that distance of 20 mm. Exactly by the instrument, that is scale, which is in your compass box or instrument box, that you should precisely use. There should not be any kind of approximation. Accurately 20 mm distance you have to mark, and how much width length you have marked on this side. Width is how much? 100 mm. So by scale again 100 mm. This much is 100 for me. Okay. Approximately I have taken 100 mm this way. Now you have to precisely mark the distance of 100 mm by scale. Okay, it's much bigger. So I have to reduce its scale. It is difficult for me to create the rhombus. So that's why I will take this much as 100 mm, 100 mm. Okay. For construction of box and WH, L on this side you mark, width on this side you mark, and height vertically you mark. So with these three parameters, we have to finish the initial task, that is construction of three-dimensional empty box. Simply empty box. Okay. Okay, so this is the desired box. One should reach up to this construction of empty box. This is all our partial journey. Now what do you have to do? Just see. Origin is located here. So this side we have shown here. This is right hand side which is drawn on length of the print. This circle which will be converted into ellipse, that too on this surface. Now in last session we have learned how to get the ellipse, that is by unique method, four center method of construction of ellipse. So for that what is required? Basically rhombus carrying the dimensions of length and width, length and height as per the question. Okay. Now, what one should do? One has to calculate the four centers. Or the rhombus is available with this. Just to mark the midpoints of all the sides of the rhombus. First task is you have to mark midpoints of all the rhombus sides. Okay, now just you have to create a single long diagonal. Don't construct the short one. After that, you have to connect the corners of this rhombus. These two corners, not these two, but these two corners, you have to connect with the centers of opposite sides. Centers of opposite sides. Similarly, this corner also you have to connect with center of opposite side. Over. So all the four centers are, we have found 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now with the help of these four centers, we have to finish that ellipse carrying 100 mm diameter. Yes, so this is 1/4 of the ellipse I have constructed. So 1 as a center, this I have drawn by taking 2 as a center and this much as a radius. Now this continuation of the same ellipse by 1 as a center and this much as a radius, we will get, so another half, another quarter we have completed. next quarter circle, quarter ellipse by 4 as a center and this much as a radius. And ultimately 3 as a center and joining these two extremes of curvatures. In this way, this is the 50% construction we have completed with the completion of this ellipse. Now just we have to give thickness of this plate here. This is ellipse. Front surface we have marked. Okay. Now we have to complete its rear surface. It is also elliptical. In this way means what? Three-dimensionally, this plate, how it will look? It will look like just in this way, just this ellipse we have initially drawn of thickness. Yes, in this way we have to finish. We have to give the thickness. Means what? Another one ellipse on the back side, it should be created. Now, whether again you have to implement, you have to carry out the 4 center method for the construction of rear side ellipse? No, not at all. Then, what is the shortcut method? Just get concentrated over these 3 centers. Center number 2, 4 and 1. Okay, and these 3 centers just you have to transfer towards left 30 as because we are going to give the thickness, we are going to show its thickness on left 30 side. So these 3 point centers 1, 4 and 2, not 3. Dotted lines we are not at all constructing in case of isometric question. That's why no need to project these 3, transfer these 3. So now we have to project 1, 4 and 2 towards left 30 by the thickness of the plate that is 20. Okay, so accordingly now you have to construct projection lines, construction lines in that direction. Just see, parallel to left 30 through 4 as well as through 4. And on those projections, you have to transfer the thickness, that is 20 mm thickness of the plate on those projected areas. So these are the new center positions from where by compass we are going to finish the rear ellipse. Okay. Now 4, this is 4 dash, 2, this is 2 dash, and 1, this is 1 dash. So 1 dash, 2 dash, and 4 dash are those new centers, 3 centers, which are essential for construction of rear ellipse. Okay. Center number 1 is not required. Center number 3 is to be projected. On that side, you have to construct that ellipse. So don't project 1. Instead of that, you have to project 2. Yes, pick here and place it here. So 3 lines. Sorry, not 1, but 3, 4 and 2. 2, 3, 4. These 3 centers you have to transfer towards left 30 by thickness of the plate. Okay. So new center positions for the rear ellipse are 2 dash, 3 dash and 4 dash. Now we have to pick the old radius. Old radii we have to pick in compass, and from the new centers the same curvatures you have to continue. Just see here. Now 4 as a center. I will start with construction of this big ellipse. Okay. So this curvature construction, this curvature has been constructed by using 3 as a center. Now the same center I want to pick. This much is the radius for this curvature. Okay. At that time I have used 3 as a center. Now the same center I have transferred towards left 30 by thickness. So this is the new curvature I am going to get in this way from the ellipse. Got it? Transfer. That is thickness of 20. Only what I have done? This center I have shifted towards left 30 by thickness. That's why the new curvature I have got in this way. Same way now. Same procedure you have to adopt. 2 as the center and this is the earlier radius. Now 2 dash is the new position of the compass center, compass needle, and this is the new arm. Similarly, 4 as a center, this much as radius, shifted center 4 dash, and continuation of the ellipse. So this completes your rear ellipse. Okay. And next what? Next what? Just you have to just see how it seems to be. Only two elliptical plates are just placed by a distance of 20 mm. There is no more relation between these two plates. It looks like that. Now it is a solid one. Solid plate is one. So that solid effect, how one can get? Just you have to connect these crests of curvatures in this way by using roll and draw, by constructing the tangents to both these crests towards left 30, parallel to left 30 by roll and draw. So naturally, when you construct that left 30 line, it will connect these crests in this way. Very smoothly it will connect. Inner extended curvature you have to erase it out. So in this way you have to finish. Same effect you have to use on that side also. Here also, connect initially both the crests by tangent, common tangent, and after that this extension you have to erase it. So now this is giving us exactly 21 thick circular plate. In ortho, it is appearing, it is reflecting its image as elliptical plate in iso. Okay, so 80% work is over, 70 to 80%. Only the square which will appear in ortho. Now again you have to convert that square into rhombus, and because the moment when you will hold the plate three-dimensionally this way, this square will start reflecting its image as rhombus. Okay, now that rhombus we have to construct here. Now these are the centers of the vertical as well as left vertical. Okay, now what you have to do here? Now the entire construction, which is not essential now, which is not required. These lines now, construction lines, I have to erase them out, as because I have to create central square hole. I have to show you by geometrically. Again I have to do certain work here. For that, this surface should be clean. What I have to do? This square hole, I have to centrally locate there. Simply what I have to do, connect these opposite midpoints of the sides in this way. Similarly, right 30, central line. Here we will get center point. Now 40 by 40. 40 by 40. Square hole. So 40 up, the same distance, picking compass, 40 up, 40 right, 40 down, 40 left. Either by compass or by scale, you can simply mark that distance on either sides of the center of this ellipse. Okay, now what you have to do? By roll and draw, you have to finish the rhombus parallel to right 30 in this way. Parallel to right 30 in this way. Parallel to vertical in this way. Parallel to vertical in this way. Yes. Okay. Now just you finish this. Okay. Got it? Yes. So this is the how it reflects, just like rhombus by pencil I have constructed on the surface of this elliptical or circular plane. It is not giving the effect of hole. Now three-dimensionally certain corners are to be shown there, then only it will give us the effect of, it will reflect the effect of circular hole. Now I will just erase entire construction which is becoming somewhat obstructive for me. We can retain faint construction lines or we can erase it out. No problem. It is up to you. You can remove the lines, or you can retain faint construction lines. Your entire construction, that is solution, should be well highlighted through your entire construction. That you should take care of. So this plate along with the hole, it should be well highlighted. Now only what you have to do, this is just seems to be one rhombus I have constructed by pen, but I should give the effect of hole. Now only single corner I have to choose, and through that corner parallel to left 30 I have to construct one line. This is the corner of that hole, and how much it is thick? Same thickness of the plate you have to mark on this. It is going to be yes, and through that point now parallel to vertical and parallel to right 30, two lines I have to stretch, so that this is now giving us a clear cut image of three-dimensional plate with square hole centrally cut into it. So this is its final solution.